Good Tuesday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to what's making news, let's head outside, take a look outside our weather window, and boy, an awfully nice day today. We did have a few clouds this morning, blue sky mixed with clouds this afternoon. Beautiful shot from our McNeil Canyon Sky-Fi Tower cam, and you can just see parts of Lake Chelan and the beautiful shadows of the Cascades on this Tuesday afternoon. And I'll tell you, I think you're going to like the forecast as we make our way through the week and into this weekend. We are talking highs actually between about 40 and 50 degrees the rest of this week. Lows very mild. A little bit of fog is possible the next few mornings, but then we'll see partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies. And I'll have your complete weather forecast coming up a little bit later on in the newscast. And now a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. Two Grant County brothers who partnered in a 2011 drive-by killing in Quincy have failed to win a lighter sentence. A Wenatchee thrift store operator already convicted of committing an assault at his business now faces a civil rights lawsuit from the state attorney general. And in the latest report from the State Employment Security Department, unemployment last December for the Wenatchee area fell almost 3% compared to December of 2020. But first, our top story tonight. If you're an architect, tattoo artist, or real estate appraiser or broker licensed in the state of Washington, you might want to check your bank statement. The State Department of Licensing says it had a data breach late last month affecting multiple license categories. Social Security numbers and birth dates of license holders could have been compromised. The department says it will notify any user whose information is found to be stolen. In the meantime, it does advise licensees to keep an eye on their credit report and financial accounts. The breach does not affect driver's licenses. Two Grant County brothers who partnered in a 2011 drive-by killing in Quincy have failed to win a lighter sentence. Abraham Lopez Torres and Benjamin Torres Jr. are serving 20 years and 15 years respectively in the shooting death of Aiden Beltran, whom they gunned down in his front yard as part of an ongoing gang dispute. The brothers were 15 and 17 years old at the time. They were tried and sentenced as adults. In their court petition, both said their age should have been taken into account when a Grant County judge sent them to prison, but the State Court of Appeals ruled today that neither man could show their age was not properly considered. Both are serving their time at Coyote Ridge Correction Center in Connell. A Wenatchee thrift store operator already convicted of committing an assault at his business now faces a civil rights lawsuit from the Attorney General. Bob Ferguson's office announced today that it's suing Thad Lawson of Kashmir and his nonprofit Veterans Warehouse thrift store in Wenatchee over allegations that Lawson sexually harassed and discriminated against at least 12 women who worked at or visited the shop. The civil lawsuit calls the harassment pervasive and ongoing and says Lawson unlawfully retaliated against employees who complained or consulted an attorney. The Attorney General wants a court to bar Lawson from working at his Wenatchee thrift store or another one he operates in Kennewick, and to order him to pay damages to the alleged victims. Lawson, who's 56, was convicted last July of fourth-degree assault for seizing and demanding sexual favors from a 27-year-old woman who visited his store. He has appealed that verdict. It was his second such conviction in the last 5 years. Well, in its latest report from the state's Employment Security Department, unemployment last December for the Wenatchee area fell almost 3% compared to December of 2020. In 2020, unemployment was at 7%, but in 2021, the December unemployment rate was at 4.2%. However, the number of residents in the Wenatchee MSA's labor force in December of 2021 was still less than it was prior to the COVID-19 induced recession. Meanwhile, in December of 2021, Total non-farm employment in the Wenatchee MSA, which includes Chelan and Douglas counties, tallied 2,600 more jobs than in December of 2020. That's rebounding from 43,100 jobs to 45,700, which is a 6% upturn. However, the local economy is still not recovered all jobs lost because of COVID-19 related layoffs. Coming up next, a handful of school operation levies and capital projects are on the ballot in today's special election. As Wenatchee works to secure the final pieces of funding for the CONFLUENCE Parkway project, city officials met with the Chelan County PUD Board Monday to discuss what it would mean for PUD properties. 3 bills put forward by 8th District Representative Kim Schreier are now part of the Omnibus America Competes Act. And 3 new deputies joined the Chelan County Sheriff's Office last week. We'll tell you who they are. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Bring the whole family up to Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house in historic downtown Chelan. Applewood smoked brisket, street-style tacos, and our award-winning barbecue rubs and sauces. Our meals pair perfectly with our exciting lineup of craft ales, made right here in Chelan. We've got room for big groups, or give us a call for catering. So grab the kids and check out the fun at Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house located in the heart of Chelan.
Let Mary Maid's custom cleaning experts help you clean up your to-do list. Between work, kids, and pets, it's hard to find time to keep up. Let Mary Maids of Wenatchee help. Mary Maid's cleaning experts can help keep your home or business fresh, neat, and exactly how you'd clean it, if you only have the time. Call now for a free estimate, 509-663-1710. Serving Chelan and Douglas counties. Mary Maids, let us help.
I'm John Divis from Wenatchee Dental Arts, and I like to think myself as a comprehensive dentist. We are an office that treats people comprehensively for their dental problems. We do a lot of general dentistry in a broad sense. We don't send everything out. Things that we have the ability to do in the office, we like to keep in the office and under one roof and keep things as complication-free as possible. You can come to one place and have all their dental needs taken care of.
Welcome back. In another news, a handful of school operations levies and capital projects are on the ballot in today's special election. Voters in Lake Chelan, Pateros, Orondo, Palisades, and Quincy school districts will decide on operations levies, while in Waterville, a capital project levy is on the ballot. Meanwhile, in the Grand Coulee School District, voters will decide on both an operations levy and a replacement capital levy. Operations levies require a simple majority to pass, while capital levies require 60% approval. As Wenatchee works to secure the final pieces of funding for the CONFLUENCE Parkway project, city officials met with Chelan County PUD board members Monday to discuss what it would mean for PUD properties. The CONFLUENCE Parkway is designed to relieve congestion on North Wenatchee Avenue and includes another bridge over the Wenatchee River. The PUD owns areas along the bypass that include the Apple Capitol Loop Trail, Horan Natural Area, and Confluence State Park. PUD commissioner said the changes would mean for each of its properties raises some concerns and said they'll be reaching out to the community this spring for thoughts on those changes. That will be in addition to public comments on environmental permitting the city will need for that project. 3 bills put forward by 8th District Representative Kim Schreier are now part of the Omnibus America Competes Act, which is aimed at boosting U.S. competitiveness with China. The act passed the House of Representatives on Friday. Schreier's components include a measure to crack down on shipping companies and support 8th District exporters, research on manufacturing in rural communities, and new consumer protections from companies that make false claims about their products. The overall act would provide major investments in supply chains and high-tech research. It now heads to the Senate. 3 new deputies joined the Chelan County Sheriff's Office last week. All 3 of them came aboard as what are called lateral transfers, active duty officers moving in from other departments. Cyrus Bothorpe and Andrew Tilton joined from the King County Sheriff's Office. Alex Bushy comes from the Grant County Sheriff's Office, where he started in 2017. Sheriff Brian Burnett told Grant County commissioners the new hires have chopped down the number of unfilled deputy positions in his department.
But this leaves us with 2 commissioned deputy positions down with these 3. And then with Doug Caroli leaving at the end of March, that'll actually put us at 3. But we are, you're going to see here in a bit that we're going to be running some tests here shortly.
You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's feature story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Please stay with us.
Traditional values and innovation in honoring the life of each family we serve is part of the ministry of Heritage Memorial Chapel. Our staff is committed to walk with your family with compassion through this time of grief. We are here to help and here to serve, the right kind of help when you need it most. Heritage Memorial Chapel.
What is home? A place to gather, a place to grow, provide shelter for the ones we love, eat, drink, restore, build trust. It's a place to rest when the workday is done, a place to find quiet after a night of good fun. What an honor we have at Guild to help own, finance, create, pave the way to live in home.
Since 1932, Camp Seneca, nestled on the beautiful shores of Lake Wenatchee, has provided children grades 1 through 12 with the ideal location for kids to learn new skills, have fun, and make friends while creating memories that will last a lifetime. Camp Seneca's rustic log cabins and their staff serve to provide each group a unique summer camp experience. Register for Camp Seneca today, www.campfirencw.org.
2020 promises to be the most exciting year in politics and business you're likely to see for a long time. Get the facts and information weekly here on the 12th District with yours truly, Kerry Condata. Also on demand at ncwlife.com.
Connect with us on Networked as we introduce you to the people and organizations who are leading innovation in the region. Get inspired, engaged, and networked right here on the NCW Life channel.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. In tonight's feature story, the Washington State Patrol issued a warning this week after the tragic death last month of 28-year-old Taylor Fukazawa of East Wenatchee. Fukazawa was struck by a vehicle January 13th on Highway 28 while trying to help an injured deer. Trooper John Bryant said the risk of dealing with injured or dead animals on highways is just too high.
Hello everybody, Trooper Bryant here. It's a crisp Sunday morning in Kittitas County. I'm on the shoulder of westbound Interstate 90 about milepost 131, 5 miles to the west of the Vantage Bridge. Discovered this deceased elk on the side of the roadway. Moved my car up close to it so you can see the size of the elk. And what I want to talk about today is animals that are deceased, mostly that are in the roadway. Last month, a young lady was helping another individual attempting to remove a deceased deer from the middle of the roadway on State Route 28. That's between Quincy and East Wenatchee. The young lady was struck by a vehicle and killed. Very sad. Very sad. Call 911. Don't attempt to do these things. It is dangerous to get out in the roadway and do that. State Patrol, I've moved plenty of deer off the roadway. Other troopers have. Department of Transportation will take care of it. Damage to your vehicle or another vehicle is not worth your life trying to remove an animal from the roadway that's deceased. It is too risky. Please let us do that. Let's not have another tragedy like this again.
Time now for a check of your north central Washington weather forecast. Hope you had a great Tuesday out there. Weather-wise, a typical sort of winter day. We had clouds move through, some blue sky out there as well. Beautiful shot from our McNeil Canyon Sky-Fi Tower cam, and you can see parts of Lake Chelan and still a pretty heavy snow cover all across north central Washington, at least here in the Wenatchee Valley. But boy, if you travel over east into Spokane or down to the Tri-Cities, no snow at all. In fact, the Tri-Cities has barely had any snow all winter long. And matter of fact, 60 degrees yesterday in the Tri-Cities. We warmed up a little bit too, nothing like 60, but we were unofficially at 38 degrees in the Wenatchee Valley today. That's just a degree below where we should be at 39 for this date. Record high for the second day in a row back in 2018, 62 degrees 4 years ago on this date. Oh, low temperature this morning. How about that? 36 degrees our low. We warmed up 2 degrees up to 38 today. 26 is normal. So way above that this afternoon, or this morning rather, 5 degrees, our record low, and that was set in 1994. Sunrise 7:17 and sunset now is at 5:14. Let's take a peek at those hump day temperatures tomorrow, and boy, it is going to be such a quiet, warm, and sunny forecast beginning tomorrow. 43s, Moses Lake, Ephrata, Quincy, also in Wenatchee, 43 for the high temperature, 42 in Leavenworth, and 42 as well in Lake Chelan. It should be a beautiful day all across our viewing area. Taking a look at our surface loop now tonight, mostly cloudy skies. We're seeing that increase in clouds right now. Here's our big area of high pressure, and some clouds are riding the back edge of this high pressure ridge and coming down into Washington State, but that's about it for tonight with very mild low temperatures. A little bit of morning fog, not out of the question for Wednesday, mostly sunny and warmer. We're going to see highs in the lower to mid 40s, right around 50s into the Tri-Cities for tomorrow. Thursday, not much change in this forecast right through the whole thing, folks. Mostly sunny, unseasonably warm. Again, highs in the low to mid 40s on Thursday. For Friday, we're talking mid 40s. Quiet, warm weather will continue as we end our work week, and not much is going to change either as we get into the upcoming weekend. What a boring forecast, but boringly nice. Mostly sunny on Saturday. Big ridge of high pressure over the Pacific Northwest, low to mid 40s for highs on Saturday. Getting into Sunday, we will begin to see a bit of a change. High pressure scoots out a bit into the Pacific, and our ridge takes a little bit of a dip here, so that'll allow some increasing clouds on Sunday. Still mild, though, with highs in the low to mid 40s. And here we go, a little bit of rain shower activity, especially Monday morning. Clouds moving in along this front. This is early in the day Monday, but as we get into the afternoon hours, we'll see a bit of a break from the wet stuff, and it's going to be mild with high temperatures at the end of our forecast once again into the mid 40s. Take a look at your 7-day outlook. 32, the freezing mark overnight tonight. Look at these stretch of days. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, mostly sunny. High temperatures low to mid 40s. Same goes for Saturday as we get you into the weekend. Mostly sunny and 43. A few more clouds, especially increasing in the afternoon on Sunday. We'll see 43 for our high temperature, and then some morning rain showers on Monday, mostly cloudy in the afternoon with high temperatures then right around 44 degrees. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
At D.A. Davidson in Wenatchee, they believe your investment success begins with a personalized plan. A plan that is the roadmap you need to navigate your way to living your best years in retirement. D.A. Davidson can help you create a plan so you can take the time to enjoy the finer things in life. Let the financial advisors at D.A. Davidson help chart your retirement future today.
You love to help others. You need a solid career. You can have it all with help from Charter College. Our 10-month medical assistant program prepares you to work in healthcare settings like physician offices, rehab centers, and clinics. You'll learn to take patient vitals, assist with exams, administer injections, and maintain medical records. When you're ready to launch a rewarding healthcare career, visit chartercollege.edu, because we work to get you to work.
You know, I have different people in the community come up and tell me that they've seen our commercial. I took my family up to Yodelin up in Leavenworth, and we walk in, and it's a Monday night, so Monday Night Football is playing, and all of a sudden, our commercial starts airing. And my kids couldn't believe it. They're like, Dad, you are on Monday Night Football. This is unbelievable. You know, we know somebody famous. Like, my respect level just went way up in my kids' eyes.
We have, over the last year, realized how important Apple Blossom is, how important those Friday football games are, and being a part of that community and being able to support those activities happening is very important to us.
One of our real passions as a business is to serve our community well, and at the same time promote our brand. And I feel like NCWLIFE allows you to do that with some of the different opportunities that they give you. There's ways to help us build community while at the same time promoting your brand.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And a happy Tuesday to you. The Wenatchee Wild started a 5-game road trip off on a losing note last night, falling to the Chilliwack Chiefs 5-2. Wenatchee got off to a good start, controlling the puck and outshooting Chilliwack in the first period. But the Chiefs led 1-0 heading into the second. That's when Ian Somoza evened the score with his 9th goal. Chilliwack would counter less than a minute later and add another to lead 3-1 heading into the third. Highlights courtesy of Hockey TV.
Somoza to the corner for Stibbe, back to Somoza, walks in, back to Stibbe, looks in towards the slot, shot right on Riley, the save, Somoza scores on the rebound. He had 2 cracks at it and beats Riley along the ice, and Wenatchee's on the board. It's a power play marker, and it's their leading scorer, Ian Somoza, finding the Wild's icebreaker. He's trying to get it down low, it comes back to the line for Mercick, who's covering, he takes a wrist shot, stopped by Shea, puck's loose in front, and they score! Cameron Johnson! Johnny on the spot, he finds a loose rebound after a Keaton Draper shot, and Johnson's got both Chief goals in this one, and that tie game did not last very long. That was a shot of Anthony Alapo and his billets. Now off the draw, here's a chance for Tanner, and he scores! Milburn pushed it too far ahead. Wild dump it in. Overson to Murray. He's got Stibbe there. Nice feed in front. Somoza to Murray, and he scores! Stibbe, Somoza, Murray to the back of the net, and he does a snow angel on his back. What a passing play, and the Wild are within 1.
They got Grant Riley moving, sliding, grooving, and shaking like he was doing the electric slide through the crease, and that's all it took on the tic-tac-toe in the back of the net. The Wild could not have drawn it up better, and that's exactly what they need to do. They need that quick strike offense because the Chiefs have done well in their own defensive end in this period and throughout this game.
Seymour down low for Draper, right back to Seymour. Draper once more, Lacroix goes to the back door, Draper feeds a point instead to Weave. Now Lacroix, the one-timer, scores! Nice job by Ben Ivey to get in the shooting lane, but he can't clear. Now here's Tanner, shoots, bullseye!
But all in all, the Chiefs getting it done when they needed to in this one. A big 5-2 win at home against the Wenatchee Wild here at the Chilliwack Coliseum.
Yeah, Tyler Shea took the loss, stopping 25 of the 30 shots that came his way. Wenatchee will try to rebound with another game tonight at Coquitlam. Starts at 7:30. It'll be broadcast locally with Sean Ziers on 560 KPQ. You can also watch it with a subscription to Hockey TV. Well, the Seattle Kraken don't return to the ice until tomorrow night, but it was a busy weekend for one of their players. Jordan Eberle was the lone representative for Seattle at the All-Star Game in Las Vegas, and it was a special opportunity for the Kraken captain to shine.
Jordan Jordan, All-Star Weekend in Vegas. I mean, could you think of a better place to be for a couple days with no, regular season games?
No, I mean, you can't really pick a better spot for the All-Star game, but just looking forward to it. I went a long time ago, but this time around it's a little different. I got a little girl now, and it's nice to share it with her and my wife.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, good to see you. All good? Yeah, all good. Yeah, he's good. He's good. He's a good guy. He's a freaking beauty, that guy.
Oh, it's bright. Yeah, no, it's an honor to be the first Kraken All-Star in history, so just trying to soak it in and enjoy as much as I can.
Welcome, everyone, to the 2022 NHL Skills Competition.
All right, next up, Jordan Eberle. Well, let's see how your saucer passes are. Here we go. Oh, he's smooth. This is smooth. This is smooth.
Yeah, it was awesome getting a chance to go out in the middle of the Bellagio fountain, and I was really excited when I saw I got to do that one. So, I think the biggest thing is for the fans, and I hope people enjoyed it. I definitely did.
Las Vegas, get on your feet and make some noise for your Pacific Division All-Star.
Hey, Jordan, we just looked through the record books. I think you're the first guy ever offside in an All-Star game.
You know what? Right before that, the ref said we needed a timeout for the TV, so I said I'd give him one.
Here's Eberle. Densel tried to get back but couldn't stop him. Jordan Eberle with the first goal ever by a Seattle Kraken in an All-Star game.
Well, I mean, just the fact of being the first Kraken ever to come to the All-Star game, I think that's a really cool thing. To represent and be picked to come here was really special for me. And I honestly, I really wanted to get a goal for him, so just be that first Kraken to do that too. So best part for me was definitely just having my little girl, bringing her on the ice, skills competition, having her on the bench. I mean, she's not going to remember, but I will, and we'll have pictures, and it's all been great so far.
Some pretty good stuff right there. Eberle and his teammates go up against Arizona tomorrow night at Climate Pledge Arena. At 7 o'clock, they'll drop the puck. You can watch it on Root Sports Northwest. Well, Quincy readies itself for the district championship this week. Jackrabbit selected to be the WIAA Player of the Week. Trayvon Bierlich helped Quincy beat Chelan on January 25th with 18 points and 9 rebounds. He followed that up with 27 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists in a win against Manson on January 26th. He ended the week by helping Quincy defeat OMAC with 20 points and clinched the Jackrabbits' first league title in over 20 years. The senior is averaging 22.6 points a game, 8 rebounds a contest this season. Congratulations. Well, the postseason begins tonight for the ladies of the B schools in our region. In the District 6 1B tournament, Pateras hosts Wilson Creek, while Soap Lake plays at Entiat. District 6 2B tournament, Manson travels to Tonasket. The other games tonight at 6:30 have Bridgeport at Lake Roosevelt, Brewster's hosting Liberty Bell, and Oroville is at Okanagan. Eastmont girls are also home tonight for a regular season game against West Valley. That's coming up at 5:45. We did have one more game to get into the books before the B boys could start their tournament. Soap Lake stopped Waterville Mansfield last night, 67-43. Now on the schedule tonight, Moses Lake hosts Wenatchee in a makeup game at 6:45. Eastmont hosts West Valley tonight at 7:30. Now, speaking of Eastmont, we'll be there on Friday when the Wildcats host the Wenatchee Panthers. Girls tips at 5:45 live on Facebook. Boys follow at 7:30 live on Facebook and TV. We'll show the game on TV for the girls at 10:30. Grant Olson and I will be courtside with your play-by-play. Then we'll head to Wenatchee on Saturday, where we'll be there for the Panthers wrapping up the regular season against Moses Lake. Girls live on Facebook and TV at 5:45, followed by the boys at 7:30. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Grant, back to you.
Busy weekend ahead, Eric. Thank you very much. Now let's go right back to our friend Eric Granstrom for a look at what's coming up tomorrow morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Eric?
Thank you much, Grant. A busy Wednesday coming up. We'll have Carolyn from the North Central Washington Fair up in Waterville join us on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley to talk about things fair-wise. And it's wintertime, but there's a lot going on, including a big fundraiser that they have in the month of March. Also, we'll give you a chance to win a $50 gift certificate to Chelan Valley Skincare on a Winning Wednesday. It's all tomorrow on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Be sure and join us at 7 o'clock when it all begins. Grant?
Thanks a bunch, Eric. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us and have a great night.
Join us for the NCW Library Show. We've got something for everyone.
Our show is full of inspiration, learning, and fun. Check out our do-it-yourself STEM activities. Enjoy story time with Miss Claire. Get moving with an easy yoga flow with Miss Melissa. Get book recommendations from our NCW librarians, and much more. Tune in each week for a new episode. Also, find us online at ncwlibraries.org and follow us on Facebook for the latest library news and programs. Be kind and read on.